so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. When you talk about this Miami defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. This is 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing Jones. He finds his man, Pollard. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing again on second down. Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. Through the middle of the field. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charleston looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jordan Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Third down and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
And running with power here.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Jones wants to change it up.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
He gets it to Burks again.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Looking to throw.
A shot downfield for Burks.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The Dolphins at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Second and 11. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. 2nd down, Pollard again. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Shifts past him at the 45. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And he's going to use his legs here. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. 3rd and 12.
21. Here we go. 11.
Back to throw. Jones. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Here we go. 11.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones swinging this out for Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones going to change it up here. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. The slot man in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead. Still in.
Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
This fielded right at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Jones, another shot here after the pick six.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to the right here and finding Burks.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. They'll set up to throw.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Cup 19.
Back to throw again. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
And now an audible here into something else.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line. Panther 11, Panther 11. Red Lion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
In motion right, that's Hyatt.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Stop low 18. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hey, smash Franco. 65 cat, 65 cat. Don't street. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Jones is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
13 yards. And the Patriot first down.
Here we go. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Now Jones on first down.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Slant route. He's got Dobbs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Jones looking to change the play.
First down, Patriots.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Ooh, with a juke. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Off the option, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Pollard. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. On first down, back to Achane. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Got it. Ready?
3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Dolphins. T.J. Hawkinson, 55 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time, the tight end gets them.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A nice little juke. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here we go. 11, 11.
2nd and 6.
Here's Pollard again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Now Jones. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a yard. Here's Pollard, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Touchdown, Patriots. Tony Pollard, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide. got him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Check, Panther. Check, check.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
No. Unlock line. Unlock line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a give to Spears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go check, go check. Ready, ready.
He'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hurt, hurt. Mustang 19. Rig alert, rig alert.
They're going to look to throw. That one finds Hyatt. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in.
And quickly they get to the line.
That pass taken in by Burks.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. On the option, here's Spears. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They get this out left. Touchdown!
Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Dolphins add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
21.
Throwing Jones.
He finds his man, Pollard. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A big play there for the Patriots. And even 40 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to